Hello, everyone. Andrea's son here. So, are you a coach, consultant, or practitioner that knows they have a calling and you're being called right now to step up? There's so much chaos in this world at the moment, and there's so much confusion, and there's so much stress. And you actually know at a heart level, at a soul level, that you've been called to step up and support a new planet, a new world that's much more collaborative, much more united, much more a state of peace and well-being. And you are being called. You're here to do some great work. You're here to make a difference. And you know this at your soul level. Even if your mind is scared, and even if you just don't know how you're going to do it, this has been a deep stirring in your soul for a long time. And it's there for a reason. It's because you've got something special to offer. You have integrity, you have heart. You've already getting great results with your clients. You're already successful in your field. And that your ideal dream clients are waiting for you to go to the next level. They're waiting for you to claim and step up with unshakable confidence that they are going to be okay in this next number of years. They need to know that they can actually trust themselves and their inner strength and their inner knowing and their inner well-being to somehow navigate what's coming ahead with everything changing so fast. AI, robots, bots, artificial, like the digital identity, everything that's happening in the world. It's time for us heart-centered leaders to step up, to really own our truth. And so many times myself, I want to hide. I just want to, a part of me is, my human design is hermit visionary. And part of me, I just want to do my own thing. But I'm being called to step up as well. And we're being called to be the best in our field. And what does that take? It takes us owning our calling. It takes us owning the fact that, little Andrea, it's time to get out, to let go of her and step up as the soul leader we really are. That's what it takes. And it takes us trusting this each step of the way. Now, I know that many of you, you're getting great results with clients already, but then when the clients go through an income plateau, or they go through, have circumstances that brings up old health issues, or there's family illness, or there's chaos in people's lives, or there's a lot of relationship conflict in their lives, and a lot of old past issues are coming to the surface, that they get stuck and they get into limbo and they don't know the next step, and you struggle to get them out of it. And so if this is you, I have created the best the best of my life soul work over 30 years. It's a proven, powerful embodiment process to bring you and your clients back to unshakable confidence, back to your intuitive true being, your intuitive true self, back to intuitive flow, back to alignment, back to well-being at a mind, body, heart, and nervous system level, and back to that beautiful embodied ease that we're all born with naturally, but we've forgotten about because we've been lost in the stories and the conditioning and family upbringing and what society says and what the media says and what the news says, that we've lost connection with our true nature, which is totally abundant, totally healthy, totally free, totally joyful, totally magnetic, and totally aligned, and totally full of love. That's our true nature. And when we're living from that, prosperity comes with so much more flow and ease. Your ideal clients know they want to work with you. They know they want to work with you. I had my best month in May, and these were from some old clients that have seen me 9 to 11 years ago. They had one session, and it had such a deep, profound impact on them that they remembered, and out of the blue, they contacted me and said, I want to work with you again. And they invested in a 4-month package, and it's totally transformative. So this is what's possible. It wasn't through my marketing. It wasn't through my newsletters. It wasn't through the standard way. There's a whole nother level of business that's beyond strategy. It's the energetics of business. It's your energy, your alignment, your nervous system alignment, your embodiment of the soul leader you truly are is what magnetizes clients. Just remember, before we had social media, before we had databases, before we had the internet, before we had any of this, the old medicine men of the time, they would attract and magnetize clients through energetics. They would just send out the energy, I'm ready for clients, and they would come. And they didn't have the internet. They didn't have the, databases. They didn't have the social media. They did it energetically. So energetic marketing, intuitive marketing, soul aligned marketing is even more powerful than standard marketing. That's why alignment is so important. That's why following your intuitive inner guidance is so important. And where does your intuitive inner guidance come from? It's coming from your inner being, your true self that knows the simplest, most easiest, most magnetic, most holistic, most healthiest, most abundant way for you to fulfill your dreams, for you to fulfill your ideal business goals, for you to live the fulfilling, wealthy, healthy life that you've always dreamed of. It knows the easiest way. One of my amazing clients, was going through a few financial challenges, and yet what happened was she manifested an abundance of money. She manifested her 3-month business goals effortlessly, and most of it came from passive income and royalties. And it was completely out of the blue because her mind was saying that she had financial challenges, but her true self, her higher self, knew what her nervous system really needed. And so it brought the money in through passive income, through royalties, unexpected amounts of money that she didn't expect. So she actually manifested, over $8,000 more than what her 3-month vision was for her business income. So this is what intuitive alignment's all about. This is what chi is all about. So what is chi? Chi is the vital life force. The vital life force that is in everything moving the planet. So there's the human chi inside of you, and there's the universal chi, and that's in all nature, in all animals, everything living. It's the planets, the stars, everything. That is unlimited, and that chi is inside of you as well. So I also teach qigong so you can nourish that qi and you can nourish the whole qi of your optimal health and your well-being. And when your intuitive qi is flowing, it's flowing thoroughly through your whole being. It's flowing through your three brains, your mind brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. And it's also flowing through your three dantans, your wisdom dantan, your heart dantan, and your lower dantan in the abdomen, which is the energy dantan. So it's a whole body intuitive knowing. And when you follow that, you step into a deep place of stillness and well-being. You step into a deep place of unshakable confidence. You step into a deep place of where your mind is incredibly still and quiet and you're in the present moment. And when you're coming from that place and when you're in that intuitive flow zone, that is when you deliver the most transformative, illogical results for you and your clients. So, for example, Julie, she was an amazing woman. She had a baby that had a life-threatening illness. She was a solo mum. And for 30 years, she only had a 2 to 3 hours sleep a night. She could not sleep. She was running on adrenaline because she thought her daughter would die. And only after 10 sessions, that was 8 in a groups program and 2 one-on-ones, she completely cleared that chronic burnout insomnia pattern and went to 5 to 6 hours sleep a night. She actually did 12 to 15 hours less hours in her business and made 50% more income. And even 5 years, 7 years, 8 years later, she's still maintaining that. And then she's created her own podcast. She's created her own intuition kind of cards. And she's really thriving. And like another one of my clients, Dr. Shara, she was a chiropractor in Singapore and she was averaging 15 to 17 Ks a month. After working together for about 3 months, she unexpectedly magnetized 44K, right? After 3 months. 20K was done in the last 2 weeks. She could not stop the money from coming. It was effortless. People were just paying her. They were buying packages. They already had packages and they were buying more packages. They were bringing cash loads of money in. It was effortless. And that's what it's like when you're in your intuitive flow state, when you're aligned to your intuitive being. Your mind is clear. You're in the moment. You're serving your client's highest good, and you are magnetic and you are so aligned that prosperity and abundance and love and all the ideal clients come to you without effort. Without effort. It's aligned action that you take. It's not just hustle action. I should do this marketing and I should do that. This is what all the top coaches have done. I'm so behind in all that I've got to do. That's like the mind's busy, should. But it's coming from a being state. Your actions are coming from a being state, from an intuitive kind of knowing. Oh, I think I'll do a Facebook Live on that. And it's just like sometimes I just get one line, do a Facebook Live on effortless effort. And I just like, okay. So when it comes from there, it's a different state. It's like you use the intuitive being state, the higher self state, is like that's the 95% of your potential that you're not using. You're coming from that state. When you're doing it from the hustle, I should and I have to and I must do this and I've got to achieve this, that's more from your conditioned state. That's from the conditioning, from your family patterning conditioning, from societies, from conditioning, from business conditioning, from health conditioning, from all the stuff you read on the listen to on the internet. Google is wonderful, and it's amazing we can have access to so much. But don't give your power away to Google, okay? Don't give your power away to Google. Make sure you listen to your own intuitive knowing of what's your truth. And that is aligned to the intuitive chi, intuitive being, intuitive knowing of what you know is your truth. Bringing your power back to yourself, bringing your power, not giving your power away to your family, your friends, your partner, doctors, practitioners, coaches, bringing all of your energy back to yourself. And when you do that, you can empower your clients to do the same thing. So anyway, if this is calling you, I invite you to learn more about my intuitive chi and alignment coach certification. It's coming up soon in a few months. It is the most powerful, effective, quickest process of what I have learned from healing my genetic chronic health condition over 30 years. I cleared it overnight, and how I built a successful business in 1 year in a new country with no database, funding, or social media. So it's about the energetics, all the missing stuff that's missing in business. If this calls you, this is your missing link. And this is something that once you learn this process, you can start and master it. You can start doing it for yourself and for your clients. And that's going to shift them out of that stuck state, of that conditioned stuck state that they're in, to their more unlimited state, to their more intuitive knowing and trusting their being. Because remember, your body remembers everything. And so it's stored in your body. And that's why the energetics is so powerful. So if this calls you, click on the link below and come and join my private Facebook group, which is a community of coaches, consultants, practitioners that want to fulfill their calling, be the best in their field so they can truly make the impact they're meant to make. And if you are ready to take the next step, send me a message and we can have a quick chat, tea and tactics chat, to see how you can take the next step to fulfill your true heart's calling. It's your time. Are you ready to take the next step? Your clients are waiting. It's your time. I look forward to getting to know you, to connecting with you, and let's unite together and create a new reality, a new world that is even better than what is currently happening right now. Because we all know it's quite disastrous. It's quite chaotic. So there's something much better, a more peaceful, a more collaborative, a more united, a more empowering world for humanity that is awaiting to be birthed. And you are one of the change makers to help that happen. Much love to you all. Never forget and remember who you truly are. You've got this. I look forward to getting to know you. Andrea.